Hey guys, this is Dr. Shvek Singla. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna discuss about a very important topic from the pediatrics, that is cystic fibrosis. So guys, let us start. First of all, it's a most common lethal genetic disorder, and it is a autosomal recessive condition, and the gene is the CFTR gene, chromosome number 7q. So guys, these are very important one liner: autosomal recessive condition, CFTR gene, and chromosome number 7q. So these are very important one liners, guys. So most common mutation is the delta F508 mutation. Most common mutation is the delta F508 mutation. Now comes on the pathology. What is the pathology in the cystic fibrosis? So guys, as it is a genetic disorder, because of this mutation delta F508, there will be absence of the chloride channels in the alveolar epithelium. So this will lead to the decreased sodium chloride in the lumen of the alveoli. In this, there will be decreased sodium chloride. So the water will be also decreased in the lumen because there will be no diffusion of the water into the alveoli. So the mucus will become thick. You can see here the mucus is become thick in the alveoli and it get lodged in the alveoli, which causes further bacterial infections, which will make more bacterial infection to occur. So guys, this is the pathology behind it, and it will cause pneumonia in the end. Most common bacterial infection, if someone asks you most common bacterial infection in the cystic fibrosis, specific infection is the Burkholderia cepacia. Burkholderia cepacia is the most specific infection in this. Now coming to the next, what are the different clinical features? So guys, clinical features are the, first of all, various systems are included in this cystic fibrosis. First of all, the respiratory system. In the respiratory system, first of all, it will be causing pneumonia. There will be recurrent sinusitis infection. It's also a type of infection. There can be possibility of nasal polyp formation also. So these are three different clinical features of the cystic fibrosis if it is affecting the respiratory system. Now guys, second is the sweat glands. If it is affecting a sweat glands, so guys, there will be excess loss of salt in the sweat. In the sweat there will be more and more chloride loss. So there's a screening test for this. The chloride content will be more than 60 milli equivalent for in the sweat. The chloride will be more than 60 milli equivalent. For the for us to be sure that it is cystic fibrosis, in the screening test there should be two readings positive. Two readings should be positive for the more than 60 milli equivalent of the chloride. So it's very important, guys. Two readings should be positive for the positivity. Now coming to the next, if the gastrointestinal tract is involved, there can be two possibilities: meconium ileus and constipation. Chronic constipation will be there in these type of patients. In the pancreas, so guys, this is very important. In the pancreas, there will be increased trypsinogen activation, which will be causing pancreatic duct fibrosis, and in turn it will be causing malabsorption and causing the steatorrhea. Steatorrhea means fatty stool, means bulky stool, will fat in the stool, causing the bulky stool of the patient. So guys, this is a very important screening investigation. For this, we can have a trypsinogen assay in the patient of cystic fibrosis. Coming to the next, dehydration of the biliary secretion can also be there, which will be causing cholelithiasis. Cholelithiasis means stones in the gallbladder. There will be stone formation because of the dehydration in the dehydration of the biliary secretion, causing the gallstones. Coming to the next, This is very important, guys. In the males it will be causing sterility. It will be causing sterility. How? There will be azoospermia. There will be azoospermia, means absence of the sperms in the semen because of the absence of vas deferens. Congenitally there will be absence of the vas deferens in the cystic fibrosis patients. Now guys, a very important question: what is the complementary test investigation? It is an investigation. What is the complementary test? The answer is the abnormality in the transepithelial nasal potential difference. So guys, if someone asks you what is a complementary test for the cystic fibrosis, you will be answering abnormal transepithelial nasal potential difference. But if someone asks you what is a gold standard investigation for the cystic fibrosis, it is a DNA mutation analysis. DNA mutation analysis is the gold standard investigation for this patient. And same here, there should be 2 mutation positive so that we can diagnose this cystic fibrosis. 2 mutation should be positive for the diagnosis of DNA mutation analysis. So guys, this is very important. Now coming to the treatment. So guys, maximum there is only a supportive treatment for the cystic fibrosis patient. And coming to the different type of manifestations, and there is a different type of treatment for different manifestations. First of all, if there is a pancreatic manifestation, we can give pancreatic enzyme supplements. And for the pneumonias, if the patient is suffering from a pneumonia due to cystic fibrosis, we can give IV, intravenous and the nebulized antibiotic. So guys, this is a very important question, that in which condition we give nebulized antibiotics. So nebulized antibiotic is given in cystic fibrosis, and the name of the nebulized antibiotic we give is tobramycin. Now guys, there are actually CFTR mutation. We have 4 classes of CFTR mutations, but I am gonna discuss only 2, which is very important for you. Class 2 mutation. First of all, class 2 mutation is the delta F508. It is the most common mutation, I have tell you in the previously. So what is the treatment for this? We give 2 drugs, ivacaftor and lumacaftor. So guys, ivacaftor is a potentiator and the lumacaftor is the inducer. You have to remember this, guys. We have 2 drugs for that class 2 mutation. Now coming to the next, for the class 3 mutation is a G551D mutation, and the class 2 was delta F508. In the 2 we give 2 drugs. Now guys, for the class 3 mutation, we give is the G551D. We give only one drug, that is ivacaftor is the only drug. Here we give 2 drugs and here we give only 1 drug. So guys, this is the video. Thank you guys. Do like and share my content and subscribe to my channel. This is Dr. Shrey Singla signing off. Bye bye.